Raise your hand if you would say that this cup of water is full. I agree with you, but bear with me for a moment. Now, raise your hand if you would say that this cup of water is half full. And raise your hand if you would say that it's half empty. You're both right. The only difference is the way that you think about it. The only difference is your perspective. I like to say that mindset and perspective go hand in hand. Mindset being like the frame of a magnifying glass, and perspective being the lens. Let's say you get a paper back from your teacher. You failed, but you want to get something good out of it. So you have a growth mindset looking over that paper. Your perspective to that growth mindset about that paper would be saying, I want to get feedback from it to improve, picking out what you can do better for the next paper. Now, a great example of perspective, in my opinion, is the sport of tennis. Here is Roger Federer and Novak Djokovic, two of the best tennis players in recent history. 2019 ATP Finals. Federer won this match 6-4, 6-3. And if you don't know, even if you don't know much about tennis scoring, that is a substantial lead for Federer. Now, Wimbledon 2019. Different tournament, same players, same year. Djokovic won this match 7-6, 1-6, losing that set, 7-6, 6-4, 13-12. Now, again, even if you do not know much about tennis scoring, I think we can all agree that 1-6 is a wash against Djokovic. Now, how does he go 7-6 one set, a very close set that he won, 1-6 the second set, losing, getting destroyed, and then going 7-6 again that set after? Could it be because of his mindset? Could it be because of his perspective going into that second set? Tennis is an extremely hard mental game. It is just you and your opponent on that court. A quote from Roger Federer. I told myself to play free. You play the ball, you don't play the opponent. Be free in your head, be free in your shots. What he is saying here is he doesn't care who his opponent is. He doesn't care if his opponent hits the ball way to his right, way to his left, way in front of him, way behind him. He's going to get there, and he's going to make what he wants out of his next shot. Now, I myself am a tennis player. And at the beginning of the year, in my match against Salem, I thought I was playing the best player in the state. I wasn't, but I was convinced I was, as I was told so. And in that match, the first set, I lost 0-6. And it pains me to admit that I didn't win a single game that first set. But between the first set and the second set, I was thinking to myself, he can't be the best player in the state. His second serve is too slow. His ground strokes aren't accurate enough. His volleys are a little choppy. There's no way he is the best. That second set, going into that thinking that I could win, I won 7-6. So how did I lose so bad that first set, even though I had the ability to beat him? It's because of my perspective going into that first set, my mindset. Then I changed my mindset into a winner's mindset, so I won. Now, there's a scientific explanation to where we ourselves can change things on a quantum level, just by looking, just by observing, called the Heisenberg effect. Wrong Heisenberg. The Heisenberg effect, also called the observer effect. Rooted in quantum mechanical uncertainty principles founded by Werner Heisenberg. It states that the act of observing or measuring a system inevitably changes that system. Just by looking at something changes it on an atomic level based on its electrons. So, let's say I'm looking at this carpet. It changes just because I'm observing and looking at it. Now, if you were to get, a quote that I think sums up perspective very well. It is the set of the sails, not the direction that the wind determines which way we go. Jim Rohn. What this quote is saying is you may not be able to change your circumstance, but you can always make the best out of it. In this case scenario, you cannot change the waves. You cannot change the wind. You cannot change the tide. That's already set for you. But you can change your sails, your rudder, you can steal your wheel. Now, if you were to get anything out of this TED Talk, I would want you to look at the glass as half full. I would want you to have that positive mindset in your day-to-day lives. Thank you.